Hello, my galactic soul family. Welcome back. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. So, you're on a spiritual journey and you feel alone. Also, no one understands you, or maybe you feel like your life is falling apart, and nothing feels right anymore. Now, if this resonates with you, there's a reason. It's because this is what a spiritual awakening feels like. And you were guided here for me to help you, to help you along your way, probably to inspire you to keep pushing forward or to code you in some way. Maybe my appearance, maybe my voice, maybe the tone of my voice, maybe it's my words, or maybe I'm here to even trigger you. Either way, you're here, and it's not by accident. It's not by coincidence. I'm a part of your soul journey, and we have a soul contract of some kind. So, welcome. I'm here to tell you, don't give up. This is what a spiritual awakening feels like for most people. You're not alone. Let me explain. And this explanation is my perspective and my perspective only. So if it resonates with you, that's great. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's great. So just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay? So my perspective, you're a fractal of source, your creator. I use the word source. Maybe you use the word God, consciousness, universe, higher self, whatever. Okay, whatever you believe, and whatever resonates with you. Sometimes I say God. I personally believe that there is more than one God, more than one. Okay, so in this case, for this video, when I say God, I'm saying it as my source creator. Okay, so God, source creator, that's what I'm speaking about, is source creator. You are a perfect expression of your God. And I say your God because maybe you believe differently than what I just explained. Okay. So you are an expression of your God. That means you are divine because the God created you, right? So you're divine. You are a godling. So if you've been following me for a long time, that you guys know that I use godling. If you're new to this, don't get offended. You're a godling. A seed of source was put in a dense meat suit, this human meat, okay, full of skin, bones, blood, muscles, tendons, all that jazz, okay? So you were put into this, your soul was put into this dense, suit, avatar, okay? Um, and you were put into this avatar to learn to grow into your authentic self. You are a fractal of source, a soul. Okay, there's a part of you, a part of your creator. You're a seed of your creator, a soul having a human experience. You volunteered to come here. You volunteered to incarnate and play a game. And the game is the Matrix. So you volunteered to play the Matrix game. Okay. Actually, you volunteered. The name of the game is, you volunteered to come here to play the game, the Matrix game. But actually, the name of the game is, who am I? Who am I? Who are you? You ever watch Alice in Wonderland and the little caterpillar is smoking and he's like, who are you? That's a bad impression, but who are you? Who am I? The object of the game is self-knowledge. You have to remember who you are, which is really nobody. You're really nobody. I know that probably just triggered a whole lot of you. You're nobody. Hear me out. That's the plot twist. You were programmed to be somebody. You were programmed to be Karen, Jill, Jeffrey, Kelly. I'm just saying names of people that I actually know. You were programmed to be these people. You were programmed to be Joe. You were programmed to be a mom, a wife, an aunt. You were programmed. Okay. You were programmed to be somebody. All right. And that's the twist. That's the challenge that you need to overcome, to remember that you are really not that somebody that you were programmed to be. You are not the doctor you were programmed to be. Maybe you don't even want to be a doctor. You're not, if you're not happy with your life, it's because you were programmed to be the person that you are right now. And you're not happy with that person, with that character. You haven't broke free from, you know, the trap of being in this game. You're still on that first level. You haven't leveled up yet. Okay? So you incarnate in this dense third dimension. And in this game, when you come here to this earth, you've incarnated to this earth, okay? Into this dense third dimension. And your memories are wiped clean. Just, you remember nothing, nothing, not one thing. Now you have to find your way back to your true self without knowing anything about your true self. Not even knowing that you have a true self. You know nothing, absolutely nothing. At this point, you're probably like, well, damn, witchy. You just said that I'm nobody. So how am I supposed to find, how is the object of this game about finding my authentic self if I am not a self of somebody, making me somebody? Well, you are nobody. You are energy. You are all that is. You are a fractal of source. Source is all, making you nothing. You created the something, and everything else that's in your life that you face, you created it. It's really nothing. You made it up. You made it something. You created it. You created everything. You created this moment of you sitting wherever you're sitting, at the kitchen table, in your car, watching me on your cell phone, on your iPad, your tablet, your laptop, your computer, your TV, wherever you are, as you sit in the park or wherever you're at. You created that place. You created this moment. You created me. Okay? You created all of this. You created this. You created it. I know that it's overwhelming to digest all of this if you are new to all of this. So just bear with me, and, don't put too much, thought into any of what I just said about being nobody and somebody and being like confused. Don't let that confusion just be like, okay, I can't watch this. Don't let that stop you, because it's really not that serious right now. Okay, it's not that big of a deal. And I'll tell you why. Because at some point of your journey, someday, this will make sense to you. It may not make sense to you right now, but it will make sense to you someday. Okay? Just don't let it stop what you're doing. It's not that big of a deal. One day when you really learn about it, you'll have that moment and you'll be like, oh, what does she mean that it wasn't that big of a deal? It's a huge deal. Trust me. It'll mean something so different to you later on your path. Just forget about it. Okay? Not that big of a deal. It is a big deal, but we're moving on. Anyways, someday you'll get there. Trust me, you'll get there. I've been where you're at, and I've been like, what the fuck? I've had those what the fuck moments for like a long time, and then one day I got it, and I was like, oh, I get it, I get it, I get it. And you're gonna be like loving that moment. This may not be that moment, and that's okay. Observe it, let it go. Okay. So a lot of us that incarnate have dealt ourselves. I was going to say we were dealt a rough hand, but we actually dealt ourselves a rough hand because we created the life that we're living. Okay. We put everything into place. We picked our parents, we picked our character, we picked everything that we're going to go through before we find our authentic self. We put all that into play, okay, to help us grow and learn along the way. Okay, so a lot of us had dealt ourselves a rough hand when we incarnated. And there's a reason for this. This is, so this rough hand is like, you ever play Mario and you like hit the bricks, right? Because you want to get the mushroom so that you can grow. But in order to get the mushroom, you got to like kill the bad guy that's probably going to kill you until you've played the game so many times you finally master how to actually kill the bad guy so you can get the mushroom so that you can grow. Well, that's kind of like how you play the Matrix game. So this rough hand that you've dealt yourself. So maybe your parents are narcissists. Maybe you married a narcissist. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you grew up poor, or maybe you were adopted, or whatever the case may be. Whatever hand that you felt that you dealt yourself is shitty, there's a reason for it. It's like the Matrix coin, the bonus gift to help you level up in this game. Okay? This is where the healing begins. And when I say healing, it's your journey. This is where your journey begins. Without having all of those things that make your life feel shitty, you would never be where you are today watching this video. And you wouldn't be consciously on your journey to heal. Okay? So this was all put into place to help you heal as you continue your journey. So all of your life, and I mean all of your life, from your doctors, your parents, your teachers, television, the music that you listen to, society, they've all been telling you who you need to be and how you need to be. We were born nobody. Okay? And we were groomed to be somebody. Our parents maybe wanted us to be somebody straight. Maybe our parents wanted us to be somebody rich, or maybe your doctors or your teacher taught you to be somebody very rich and successful. Maybe your parents or your guardians wanted you to be somebody that gets married. So somebody married, somebody to have, children, somebody successful, somebody famous, somebody athletic, and it goes on and on and on, somebody of something. These are all identities. These identities are forced upon us. However, these identities don't always resonate for all of us. They don't, for all of us, for some of us, they don't feel right at a soul level. We just know at some point along the way, this is not who I am. This is not who I want to be, or who I want to be anymore. At some point, you crave to free yourself from the programming. You crave to free yourself from being the somebody that was forced upon you. So when that happens, you rebel, right? Which is not, really a rebellion. It's actually you taking control of yourself, taking control of your soul, taking control of this game that you're playing, taking control of your human, well, your human experience, my human experience, your human experience. You are me, I am you. So anyways, you know that at a soul level, these identities that you were programmed to be, they do not feel right. And at a cellular level, at a soul level, that it's not your authentic self. It's not who you are. And staying in character with your program self, your non-authentic self, causes disassociation or distrust with your authentic self, with your higher self. And then this will cause things like fear, guilt, doubt, and shame. And all of those causes trauma or blockages within your avatar, within your body, within your, this is your house that your soul is living in right now, which will create a dis-ease, with within your house, within your body, within your avatar. And this dis-ease will lead to an imbalance, creating an alignment issue with your mind, body, and soul. So during our spiritual awakening, we go on a journey of healing and finding out what you are or who you are, depending on the spiritual growth level you're on, hence being nobody, okay? You are nobody having a somebody experience, learning to become nobody. Again, hence authentic self. Learning to be free, learning to be courageous, kind, and loving as you play this game. Learning that you are this divine source of unconditional love. You are energy. You are a fractal of source. This journey that you're on is a roller coaster ride. It has its highs and it has its lows, and it's full of emotions, energy in motion. You are a walking, talking source of energy in motion. As you go on this journey and find your authentic self, you become a catalyst for every single person that you come into contact with, showing them that being your authentic self is safe. It's okay to be yourself. It's okay to express yourself. It's okay to be who or what they want to be. You create this safe space and you allow them to feel free or be free of judgment. You created this safe space for them to see what divine unconditional love feels and looks like. You created this safe space, allowing you to be free of their judgment, free to just be what you've created. Now, in a way, you've given them permission to be authentic too, which is how they begin their spiritual journey because of you, because you became this catalyst in their life. So you made change, you created change around you, and you didn't force it upon them. They witnessed this change and it kind of like inspired them to want to change too. So when things feel like, they're falling apart in your life while you're on this spiritual awakening journey, just remember that your vibration is rising up. And as it's raising up, it's rising up because you put the work in. And people that have been in your life all of your life may no longer resonate with you or align with you. Or, what they're not doing is they're not aligning or matching your energy. And if they cannot match your vibration, it feels like if they can't match your vibration, you start to lose friends in your life. You start to it creates like a friction because there's no alignment. There's nothing that keeps you guys. It's like a radio station. The station's fuzzy. You're not able to get a clear channel with that person. So there's a change in frequency because there's a change in energy and vibration. So there's not a vibrational match anymore. So those people don't come around you anymore because you're like weird. Okay? You don't resonate with that person. They don't resonate with you. So you need to let them go so that you can continue to go through your glow up. This path is an individual path. It's an individual process. Okay? Don't allow people to hold you back from becoming your authentic self. As the energy you've created rises up, the people that cannot align with you will, they'll automatically just be released from you. And that's because you've outgrown that version of you, that old version of you. As you become this new version of you, your old life just doesn't resonate with this new life that you're creating. And as you get to know your divine self, your higher self, you'll meet new friends that resonate with you along the way. So you're not always going to be lonely. You might always feel lonely, but you won't always be lonely. Now, this does not mean that you cannot talk to these certain people, like your parents, your kids, your spouse, your boss. It just means that you have to learn to create boundaries and also protect your energy by staying away when you feel annoyed. Know your limits with the people that you love so that you can continue to grow into your authentic self without feeling guilty for cutting people out of your life that don't understand you or resonate with you. However, in some cases, you just have to cut them out. Not all cases, but there are some cases where you just have to cut certain people out of your life, and those certain people will be people like your parents, your kids, or your spouse, or your boss. You might even quit your job because you just can't handle it anymore and it doesn't resonate with you. And only you know what you need to do. No one can tell you and no one should tell you. This is a journey of self, so only you know what you need to do. And you need to go within. If you don't know, you need to meditate and you need to learn to connect with yourself because you have the answers. You are the answer. So the next time that you feel alone or like your life is falling apart, I'm here to tell you to have faith. Trust the process. Stop all that stinking thinking. Stop those negative Nancy thoughts in their tracks. Okay? Change your perspective. Try to find a positive in the negative. Everything, and I mean every little thing that happens in your life is happening for a reason. It's either a lesson or a blessing to help you. You're going through a glow up. It's not always easy as you go through this. Just stay positive. Stay soul dope by spreading unconditional love and kindness as you continue your spiritual journey. You're not alone. If you're here right now watching this video, if you're listening to my words, I'm here to tell you that this is the sign that you've been asking for. This is the sign. This is proof that you're not alone. I'm here to tell you you're not alone. You were guided here and you needed to hear that. I love you, soul fam. Stay soul dope, and I love you.